Everyone doing tonight? Gonna do a little live tonight. See how everybody's doing. I won't be doing a live tomorrow night, so I figured I'd go ahead and hop on and do one tonight. We have the fire meeting tomorrow, so we usually don't get home till late when we have those. So uh, give it a little bit. See how many people's able to get on tonight. Time do you have to get up?
6.
So not any earlier than usual.
Yeah.
But hope everybody had a good day today. We didn't have a whole lot going on. It went by quick, that's for sure. But other than that, it's been a good day. I'm not looking forward to the heat that we got coming. Well, I say got coming. The heat that we're still gonna have, but this week's supposed to be pretty hot.
And then just like leaving my hair up and showering with it
You can do whatever. But I got a few things I gotta do this week. Got a lot of bait that I need to get made. Got some lures that I need to get made. Get them bottled up and made. Need to get me some Castrum here pretty soon. Jimmy Crickets.
Really?
Do what? Not. I don't know. Anybody able to come in tonight? I know it's Sunday, so a lot of people gotta work tomorrow. So that's gonna be over 100 again tomorrow. Said it's supposed to be 10 degrees warmer tomorrow than it was today. What are you doing? What? What? Are you being needy? What? So, yeah, we didn't have a whole lot going on today. Just went to church and stuff like that. Went by fast though. That's for sure. Our garden is doing really good. Got a few things that ain't doing as well as I would like, but a lot of the other stuff is doing well. I think all the peppers are doing good. The tomatoes are doing good. Hey Jamie, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. You having fun at work? Not done with inventory.
Haley.
I know how much you like doing that. Do what?
I wish I could like select photos and like send them to TikTok.
I mean,
Because Rohit told me I should share my tattoos on TikTok. On my phone, when I go to TikTok and to the photos, don't go back that far.
you might have to go. You go to photos. It'll let you choose like what album from your photos.
No, I won't. They're not in that album. They're in my camera album, but my TikTok won't let me go back that far.
Mm-hmm.
It only lets me
You
go
know what I
back.
do? I just if stuff does like that, I just send it to myself on Facebook and then resave them. I don't know. I have an app on my phone that I do all my videos, that I do all the pictures with.
And then you take that video to TikTok.
Work is so much fun. And that's how I do all my videos on TikTok. Yeah, work is fun. I mess with glands, skunk essence, and rotten meat all day, so there's some days that I smell really good. What?
I'm trying to think if I could just wake up in the morning and shower.
You have to get up earlier.
I think if I can lay my clothes out and Kenzie's clothes out, that will save me time.
You do whatever. So you're making a lot of your pizzas tonight?
What's that app called that you use?
I don't remember. Can't remember what it's called. The Silver Dime, that's awesome. Those are always fun to find. It's a video editor. Give me 1 second.
You have to get off. You didn't get off the line to do it, did you?
Yeah.
I don't think you could.
Yeah, I could. It just pauses it.
Oh.
Unboxing the feud as it comes out. Tell your workers, say, get after it. So I'm going to sit in this chair and judge you today. That's what I'm going to do. You still practicing your pizza skills? How fast you can do them? Or did you take a break from that? Man, the live's going weird tonight. Took me like 6 minutes to get anybody in here, and then it'll jump up to 5 or 6 people, and then drop down to 1. And then 2, and then go back up to 5 or 6, and drop back down to 1. Taking a break until next time. Where's all the people? I don't know. Like I said, I've been on here almost 10 minutes. I was on here 6 minutes or 6.5 minutes before you got on. And at one point it was up to 6, and then it like immediately dropped back down to 2. I don't know, YouTube's weird sometimes.
How many people are on?
Right now, 1. Which is, I know is wrong because you and Jamie are on. So it's at least 2, but it says 1. I don't know. It's counting money. Oh, you're good. YouTube's weird sometimes. It's like for some reason the my live from the other day, YouTube is sharing it out like crazy. Cause a lot of my lives, I have like 45 views on them or something. And then when I make them public, I usually get up to like 55, 60 views. Well, the one from the other day went from 62 to almost 140 today. So I know what was special about that live, but YouTube's just weird sometimes. Although I do have almost 600 subscribers now. I'm at 594. Took a while to get from 500 to 600. I ain't there yet, but that took a while. It's probably been, I don't know. I think I got to 500 like maybe 4 months ago or something. But, I don't have a whole lot of content to do right now, so I'll be on TikTok now. It's almost 23,000. That's awesome. Now, my TikTok videos don't do good anymore. My other account, before they take it down, most of my videos would get at least 2 or 3,000, and then some would get 15, 16,000. But now I'm lucky to get like 400 views on a video, so I don't get it. Yeah, and a lot of times it's the weirdest videos that get pushed on anything, whether it be Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. I mean, I've posted a lot. I got like 220 something videos on YouTube, and one of the videos that they sent viral the most was one about setting groundhog. It was a video about how to set blind sets on a groundhog hole, and the video, I mean, terrible audio because it was super, super windy. But in like 3 days, it got 600 views. I think it's got like 850 now or something. And a lot of my other ones, only have a couple hundred. So I don't get it. The shorts on YouTube would have been doing really good for me. I've gotten like 20 subscribers in the last 3 days. That's pretty cool.
How can you not select like multiple pictures at once?
Let me see what you're at. And you can.
It's not letting me.
Hey Judith and Dan, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in tonight. And yeah, the views ain't so bad. I was talking about how they just randomly push weird videos. Like you'll have 7 or 8 videos that don't do good, and then you'll have one that's just the most random video that does really well, and it's like that don't make any sense at all. Uh, I don't have hardly anybody from TikTok on YouTube, like at all. Maybe just
Jamie.
a few, huh?
Jamie.
Well, that's who, Jamie's the one that said that.
Oh.
I say, Jamie, I mean, TikTok's where I found you. That's where I met you the first time. And I mean, there's a few people, but yeah, I don't have hardly anybody from TikTok come over to YouTube, but I've had quite a few from YouTube go to TikTok. So I don't know. It's one of those weird things. It seems like a lot of the people that have TikToks don't have YouTubes. Yeah, Corey with Jeep Fam, he just does not do YouTube anymore. He likes doing those battles on TikTok, which
Paper.
I don't fully understand for a moment.
Because I'm getting confused. Oh, here, I got one.
But yeah, Corey does a lot of those. He's been doing a lot of those battles and stuff on uh, TikTok, and that's what he sticks with. He has like 3,000 followers on TikTok, and I think he has 300 or 400 subscribers on YouTube. So I don't know. He just seems to like TikTok more. Have a hard time getting people to watch past 5 minutes. Yeah, a lot of my videos are weird. It's like the first minute and the last minute do really well. I don't understand that. It's like people watch the first minute and then skip to the very end and watch the last minute of the video. It's like, okay. Yeah, it's weird. I feel a lot of the people that post a lot on TikTok don't really watch any TikTok videos. It's like a lot of the YouTubers, they don't watch any YouTube videos really. They might have like 2 or 3 people that they watch and that's it. Like I know a lot of people that have fairly big YouTube's channels and they like don't watch any other YouTube channels. Like you'll never see them watching anybody else's videos. Hey Billingsley, how you doing tonight? Appreciate you coming in. Hope you had a good day today. But I try to watch as many videos as I can, but sometimes it gets hard. Usually, it's hard for me to watch videos as people upload them. So a lot of times, like when I get to somebody, I'll end up watching like 3 weeks worth of their videos at one time because I had time to do it. You know, I mean, it's just one of those things. I try, and I've had so much other stuff going on this last week. Yeah, Billingsley, you've been doing really well with your YouTube and all your videos. I've watched most of them. There's some of the most recent ones I haven't had a chance to watch quite yet, but yeah. Yeah, I get that, Jamie. I don't know why I got like this weird headache going on, but I don't know. It is what it is. Some people are just different than others, I reckon. Time for Blakely's shot, clear that nose. Dude, I've been so like messed up for probably getting close to a week now. Uh, my ears are so clogged, I'm having a hard time hearing right now. It's taking my wife off. So, yeah, it's kind of frustrating trying to put out solid content. Well, it's very helpful to everybody. I mean, that's one thing about like when you're doing videos or sharing tips or anything like that. You never know what is going to help somebody. Like some of the most basic stuff to you could be the most helpful stuff to somebody else, if that makes sense. Although Jamie, my jalapenos are starting to look pretty good, and the some ghost peppers that are coming around pretty good. I need to make some more hot sauce. I'll probably get that done here in the next couple of days, maybe tomorrow. You bought jumbo jalapeno plants? Awesome. What all pepper plants do you have this year? Yeah, I understand that. A 6-inch jalapeno yesterday? Dang. So it's like some kind of hybrid jalapeno plant, is that what you're saying? Yeah, I mean, sometimes it can be hard, and I found myself like, sometimes when I'm doing a video, there's something that I'm doing that's real basic, and I don't think to like talk about it or mention it, so I just do it real quick and skip past it, and then I'll have comments on the video about that specific thing, and it's like, yeah, I shouldn't have just skipped through that. Hey, OtterCat, how you doing tonight? Appreciate you coming in. Hope you're having a good day. Hope your day was good. The day's pretty much over now. Tomorrow's supposed to be redonkulous again. They're calling for 99, so it'll probably be 104, 106, somewhere around there tomorrow. Hey, Scab's here. He's alive. Nothing too hot this year. I got some California. I have habanero plants and ghost peppers, but we'll see how they turn out. How was your weekend, Scab? Yeah, I get that. There's a lot of confusing stuff on YouTube, and one of the things that's hard to really teach beginners, not even so much about trapping, but for them to know that, there's a lot of different styles of trapping. And I think if people are watching, 7 or 8 YouTubers that are trapping, and say, 5 of those are coyote trappers, and there's 3 or 4 different styles between all of them, I think sometimes that can really confuse people, especially the beginners that are like, well, I mean, should I do it like this? Should I do it like that? And I've noticed a lot of that will end up confusing people just by watching the different styles. Whether it's, basically because people are in different areas of the country and that's why they trap different or whatever. It's been wet. I get that. I wish we haven't had any rain in a little bit. Sets and bait lures are area specific, yes. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. Balancing. So here's my thing. Like, if you're setting for coyotes, do you set the same in Iowa as you do Mississippi, or do you change things up a little bit? About 3 inches. Dang, that's quite a bit. Jamie, you got to put the @ symbol and then their name. Coyotes, coyotes, coyotes. Yeah. uh, and I think a lot of the difference to me, of course, I haven't trapped around like a lot of people have, but uh, I think like trapping in Nebraska or something, where there's a bunch of sand, rather than trapping here, there's a bunch of clay and rock. I think a lot of times that can be a big part in it, or especially like beginners. Say there's a beginner that starts watching that lives in Texas, and the first YouTube channel he comes across, that guy's trapping in Canada or Alaska or something like that. I think there's a lot of difference there that them as a beginner might not know it at first. That there's reasons why there's that much of a difference, but so the Reaper peppers, started them in the beginning of May. It's almost November. Huh. I'd say I can't even remember when we did our garden. I want to say it was around April, the end of April, beginning of May, something like that. And
no, it was after your dad passed away.
so into April, beginning of May.
And it was after this. It had to be. It was May.
I don't know. But just go to like my TikTok. I posted a video. Don't make me. You're in the middle of doing nothing. But like the banana peppers have been doing phenomenal. We've already picked off those, I think 3 times now. And the jalapenos are starting to really produce a bunch. But yeah, like uh, the habanero plants, there's not even plants or peppers forming yet. The ghost peppers, they're starting to form pretty good. The bell peppers, we're starting to get some that are about ready to pick. So it's definitely weird to see how different they all are. Shift plus ampersand and then name. Yeah. Articat. Yeah, well, I know the animal never changes, but that's what I was getting at, like, uh, because that's I was kind of wondering, like, a lot of the people that say there's a big name trapper that lives in, Texas, and he goes to the NTA up in Michigan, and he does a demo. Is it hard to do a demo on the way you've always trapped when there's such a big difference in the territory, like the
What
land and
TikTok?
everything?
Because I don't see it.
I don't know. Somewhere about it. So, I don't know. That's one thing, like, I mean, I know you're going to do your demo the way you trap, but it's almost like if you go up there, does it still have the same meaning to them? Because the way that you would be doing it here is totally different there because there they have their temperatures are a whole lot colder, their ground's a whole lot different. Just everything's different as far as the territory and land is. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, if you just get on YouTube and type in how to trap, you're gonna get so many different videos from different people coming up. And it's not that any of the information is bad. I know that some information can be bad, but a lot of it's going to be so different that I think a lot of new people could get very confused with it. Soil difference. Some beaver. I think there's quite a bit difference other than just soil. You're talking about flatland compared to lots of hills or mountains or lots of snow, cold weather, more water, less water. I think uh, depending on where you're at, I think there could be a big difference. But that's what I've noticed from a lot of people. Like a lot of people, when they ask me, like, "Hey, I want to trap a coyote that I've been seeing. What's the best way?" It's like, well, first off, like, where are you from? Uh,
It was a month ago on your video, raised garden bed. Your update was a month ago.
Well, I know there's an update, but
When you planted stuff.
well, there's one of me when I was filling them with dirt.
Yeah, that was a month ago.
That was when Sissy died.
Yeah, that was a month ago.
It's been longer than a month.
It says right there. 1 month.
Keep going
1
down.
month. It's right there.
I feel like it's been a lot more than a month. It should mean the same weather and so forth. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've never trapped anywhere else but here in my area, so I don't have experience, with trapping in 3, 4, 5, 6 different states. But to me, I just feel like the approach to trapping is different. I know the animals are still the same, but I feel like, say, if you were trapping in Montana, where they're gonna have 3, 4 foot of snow and be cold most of the time, rather than trapping Texas or New Mexico, where they don't hardly ever get snow. It's super dry. I, to me, that's kind of what I'm talking about. They try to complicate it. Yeah, our weather here changes a lot and very fast. Yeah, that's what I say. I mean, I know like there's lots of different sets and there's lots of different times to use different sets. Uh, I'd say most of my sets by far are dirt holes, but I do a lot of like sit post sets and urine sets. So I've done a few flat sets, but not very many. Oh, yeah, we can have all 4 seasons in a day, easy. When it comes to being like the fall, and you wake up and it's 35, and then by noon it's pushing 80, and come 4 o'clock it's back down to 58 and it's starting to rain. Yeah, we definitely have a lot of weather here. Changes fast. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about from like a beginner, like an absolute never touched a trap beginner. And I think a lot of the YouTube stuff, I think there's a lot of good information on YouTube, but you also get a lot of the people that start off with information videos on YouTube, but then their channel has some success, so they try to become YouTubers. So they start to really put try to make their own style, their own way of doing everything. And I think that's when it really starts getting complicated, when they try to make it their way, because now they're a YouTuber and they want people doing it their way. Huh? Yeah, what was you doing to her?
She took everything off her bed, everything out of the pack and play, and went to the tent.
Oh, that's fine. If she wants to sleep in there, she's
No.
fine. She's fine. If she wants to sleep in the pack and play, she can. If she wants to sleep in the tent, she can. As long as she's sleeping, that's the only thing that really matters. But like I said, that's just my opinion. I don't know. Yeah. I get that. Say January we'll start getting some. In December we'll have some cold weather to get down in like the high to mid 30s. But then in January we'll start getting down to the teens. Some maybe the single digits. Last year we even had like a week and a half where it was like -2, -3 at night. So we had some colder weather last year like we haven't had in a while. And we had a whole lot more snow last year than we've had in a while. I'll be right back. She back in bed?
Yeah. I told her if she wants to go to church camp tomorrow, she needs to get in bed and go to sleep.
Yeah.
What?
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 I don't know.
I need to put the food away.
Yep.
Well, I'll do it.
We'll freeze here for 2 days, warm up and rain, freeze for 4 days, then yeah, keep the trap working, that's for sure. Few days dropping 20, yeah. See, we don't get, in the winter, we don't get a whole lot of, rain. See, I myself, I just use peat moss. It works good for me, and I ain't had a problem with it yet, so. Snow to cover your sets. Yeah, I've used snow to cover my sets before when we had snow here. Yeah. I did that a lot when I did, when I was doing like, yarn post sets. I would use the snow to sift over all my footprints and stuff. And then the set itself to cover it up. Yeah, there's definitely a lot. Like, here where I live, we'll have an area that is so thick you can't get through. And then 100 yards away, it'd be an open field that's 20 acres. So it's weird here. And we have lots and lots of big hills. That's awesome, Melanie. Hey PC, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, it's been a while. I think I was on Deer Slayers live the other day with you. Well, I wasn't on there with you, but I was watching. It's just been busy.
I need to figure out what I'm doing.
They guard it. Yeah. You could have already taken a shower if you wanted.
I know. I know. I need to figure out what I'm wearing tomorrow, figure out what Kenzie's wearing
Going fishing tomorrow? Awesome. Hope you catch a bunch.
I'm probably just wait until the morning so I can do something with my hair.
Mm.
And not be.
You do whatever. We got a fire meeting tomorrow night.
Busy, busy, busy.
She said that they do a booster meeting at 7. Who else in that? Is it just you, her, and Ryan?
Yeah, as far as I know, I don't know who else is in it.
Does Chad's wife help?
I think so.
Because I haven't seen her at any of the meetings. She was at the first one we went to, and that was that. Actually, I don't even know if she was at that one.
No, that was her daughter. Their daughter.
I know that she's been there a couple times with her. I don't think she's been at any of them. I
No.
don't know.
She's been there for something.
Strip mine's been shut down for years here. Huh. Saturday or Sunday, maybe Monday, river fishing videos go up. Sweet. Tried the Zaggers weed clippings to cover the trap and pullouts. I know a lot of people that collect their grass trimmings all year and then use it in the winter to cover their traps and stuff to make like hay type sets. That's not a good PC.
Did I tell you what Mom said about her chickens?
Huh?
Did I tell you what Mom said about her chickens?
No.
She thinks it's a skunk.
Oh no, you said that.
I guess the Charlie, the main chicken, I guess it got its eye and it's like blind in its eye.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think it's.
Use too much cover with and clog trap up. Yeah, you can definitely over cover a trap. I've done it.
I don't think
Put
it's
too
a
much
skunk.
clippings on it and yeah.
And skunks do that to chickens.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know why she just.
Running through the mower 3 times.
Huh?
Alright, PC. Cover my coon trail sets with grass.
That's to go with
Yeah.
the
It's the cab. Yeah.
Not the bag's packed, so that's the big.
I know the snow definitely helped me out this year because I was on new property when we started getting a lot of our snow. And I could really go out and see where the animals were really going. I mean, I could tell like the general areas just from looking what areas I knew they were going, but when it snowed, I could tell exactly where they were going and where they were frequently going. So I definitely like that. Jason did, yeah, that's for sure. Um, I've had that problem a couple times with when I cover a trap with some grass or something. Somehow there'll be like a little wood chip kind of thing about that big, and it'll get stuck right by the lever in the bottom of the jaw. So it'll hold that jaw open about that far. And, it doesn't take much pulling to get the paw out when that happens. Antifreeze and sidewalk salt. From what I hear on like the antifreeze and the salt, you gotta put layers down. Like, you gotta put some down. You gotta dig your bed, put some down, put some dirt over that, put some more down, put your trap down, put a little bit of dirt on your trap, and then put some more on, and then cover your trap, and then put more on top of that. Like, a lot of the people I watch will put 4, 5, 6 layers in their set, and I'm like, that's too much work. Like, there's so many other things you could use. I know, like, if I was only running like a dozen traps or even less, I'd probably just buy me some wax dirt. Because then you know without a doubt that it's going to keep your trap going and you're not going to need a ton. Now, if you're somebody that's running 2, 3, 4 dozen traps, it could get kind of pricey to buy it. If you have a way to just make it, that wouldn't help. But here, where I live, peat moss does fine. Because we don't have, where it's, 4 to 8 weeks of just stupid cold weather. We just get it here and there. 50 pounds of salt last season, that's a lot. Other West Virginia, yeah. Yeah, Nick Biggs, he uses a lot of stuff. The thing I hate about salt with calcium chloride is that it always looks wet. Yeah. Running off the pan covers. See, when I use peat moss, that's what I use, and most of the time I don't use pan covers. Ice storms last for 3 days. Yeah, here we never really know what our weather's going to be like. It changes so much, and every year is different than the last. Like, we got way more snow last year than we've had in the last probably 2 or 3 years combined. We had our big snow last year. We had some snow drifts over 15, 16 inches. And around here, that's almost unheard of. Around here, we'll usually get 2-inch snow, 3-inch snow on a good year. But yeah, we was averaging like 9 inches, 10 inches everywhere, and then some drifts up to like 16 inches. So we definitely had a lot more snow last year than we've had ever. And we had that snow, then we had I think 2 snows that were about 3 inches, and then 4 or 5 little like dusting snows. So yeah, we definitely had a lot more snow last year than 15, 16-inch drifts. Yeah, I say that because like my mom's yard, uh, there was places that it was up above my knee. Yeah, around here we don't get a ton of snow. We're in southwest Missouri, so we usually don't get a lot of snow. Four or 5 feet. I get it. You guys get snow a lot more frequent than we do. You'll start getting it a lot earlier than we do. Yeah. Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. Michigan and all that's way away from me. I mean, like the last 2 years, Texas has had snow, and that's just crazy. Because Texas don't get snow, especially southern Texas. That was crazy. You've trapped southeast Missouri. I got a buddy out in southeast Missouri. Greg Staggs. He's also got a YouTube channel. He hasn't been posting on it much recently, but he's got a YouTube channel. He usually does quite a bit of trapping videos, but last year he didn't really do any trapping videos. But he lives in southeast Missouri. Oh, I couldn't tell you what town it was in. Yeah, northern Texas gets snow, especially like northeast Texas. But I mean, southwest Texas, that's snow. That's crazy.
Mm.
10 degrees for 10 days in a row. Yeah, we had last year. It didn't get above. Was it? It didn't get above 20 for over a week, and I think at night it was getting to like 3 and 4 below zero. Which again, for here is cold. For a lot of other places, I know that's not very cold, but here it is. Uh, what's the name of that town?
What town?
In southeast Missouri. It's it's a bigger like city. I think it's kind of like Joplin. So for the G. Can't remember, but that's my buddy. I'm pretty sure he lives around that. Up here that year it was -20 for weeks. Yeah. I remember back when I was, when was it? We had a huge ice storm here. It
2009.
was it 2009? But we went like 2 weeks where it was 5 below and it like misted every day. And I mean, everything had like, I mean, the power lines were like this big around. We didn't have power for like 5 days. Like it was
We didn't have power for 2 weeks.
crazy. You couldn't go anywhere. I mean, there was, 4 inches of ice on the road. It was crazy. That's the only time I've ever seen weather like that. She said it was 2009. I knew it was back then. I was gonna say 2008, but see, and then I was. Let's see. No, it had to have been longer than that. Cause I was only like 10 or something when this happened. I wasn't 15.
It was 2009.
Mm, there's no way. Cause when this happened, it was well before I could drive. I was
Maybe
like
it was
10.
2001.
It was like I couldn't have been more than like 10.
Jordan wasn't born. I don't think.
Jordan was born in 2005.
I don't. I think maybe it was 2001.
It wasn't 2001, because that's when 9/11 happened. It wasn't that year.
Look it up.
I don't know. It's been a while. It's been at least 15 years.
Give me a second.
Because of ice, yeah. You can probably run through the barbed wire ice because it's frozen and just break like that. Ice storm in 94, 98, yeah. I don't think it was that long ago.
No, because you were born in 94.
I know. But I was born by 98.
No, it wasn't. It was.
I know. It was like 2003 or 4, I think. Just Google it.
Okay, I will as soon as I get my stuff.
Yeah. Blizzard of 91. I remember when I was a kid. No, I mean when I was a kid. Like I was probably 4 or 5, so we're talking like 97, 98 probably. Uh, we got over 24 inches of snow. Because I remember my dad pushing on the door, like, for a long time, just like straight up hitting it to try to get it open about that far. And then they stuck me through the crack, and I dug all the snow out from in front of the door so they could open it and we could all go outside.
2007.
2007 is what she said.
That's what Google says.
So I was 13. I don't know.
2007. January 12th.
I don't know. I know we have a bunch of pictures from it somewhere.
Your mom does. There's no we.
They look at me like I was crazy. Everybody else had pulled what I was doing. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that's saying when it gets colder, I feel like you get better. The animals start moving a whole lot more. But there's times like if I think it's going to, drop 7, 8 inches of snow overnight, I might go pop the traps. Big storm 91, 95, and 2003. So Jamie, are you like born and raised and everything in West Virginia? '91, you got 3 feet. See, we've had the snow we got this year was last time we had a decent snow was I want to say 2000 and it was either 2014 or 2015. It was 2014, right? No, wrong. It was 2013. Well, it was either the end of 2013 or the beginning of 2014. And we got like 5 inches, 6 inches our whole life. I lived in Arkansas for 2 years. In a way, I enjoyed it, but I like living out here in the country way more than I did that. So we lived in Bentonville for 2 years. Got 27 the week before you and your wife got married. That's awesome. Just ice storms. We haven't had we haven't had an ice storm in a while. Uh, so this is the first year we've really had a decent amount of snow. The last few years we've not had much of any snow. So and our cold weather is usually about I want to say no colder than 18 is the most average of our cold weather. Come January, we might have a couple weeks where it'll be maybe in the single digits, but we don't get below 0 very often. But at times we do. Yeah. That and if I've never really set my traps off because of a storm coming, but uh, if I know there's gonna be a storm that night, I won't reset my traps. Like if I caught something or it's set off, I'll just leave it because I know there's like a big storm coming. So, oh yeah, it'll beat you every time. That's that big snow we had this year. It started sleeting. It got really cold, and then it started sleeting, and it sleeted for like 3 hours, and then it turned over to snow and snowed hard for a long time. I think it snowed like a day and a half. But it snowed really hard for. It, I can't really remember. It started snowing pretty hard before we went to bed. And then we woke up and there was a ton of snow. And it was snowing hard, like off and on all day. Jamie, again, a lot of that is personal preference. But me in general, I like about a 3 to 3.5 pound pan tension on my coyote sets and my bobcat traps. Now, like my raccoons and stuff like that, I'm probably gonna have those close to no pan tension. But and the best way to do it is get like a 3 or 3.5 pound hammer and just use that hammer. And you want it to where that hammer can set on the pan without it setting the trap off. But if you barely touch the top, that trap sets off. That's exactly where you want it. Once you do it enough, you'll get to where you can just set a trap, push the pan down, let it go off, and you'll know, okay, yes, that's how I want it. Or no, I need to loosen it up a little, tighten it up a little. So after a while, you'll kind of figure it out. But the hammer or any kind of weight is the best thing. They have those pan tension tools, but I've heard from a lot of people that those aren't always too accurate. 2 foot in a day, a foot or two. Scab, and then is this when you lived in Michigan in '99? Is that what you're talking about? Did you live in Michigan at that time? Getting food to dinner. Yeah. Dogless traps are a little tight, and sometimes it's hard to get the night latch. Usually, usually if the pan's tight, it's usually easier to get the night latch. Or are you talking about like it's going like this? Like it's not smooth, it's just like jerking because it's too tight. If it's like that, you'll probably want to loosen it up a bit. But I like mine to be about 3.5 pounds. So I like it because then you know you're getting uh, full commitment when you catch something. You're still gonna catch your coons, your possums, and stuff like that. But I feel like if you run like a really light tan pinching, that's when you're gonna get your toe catches and stuff like that, or you'll end up getting the squirrels and stuff like that in your trap. It was so cold, your phone froze under 4 layers, and my roommate couldn't get a hold of me. So, you know, that sucks, Scab. Mm-hmm. Huh? Invest in 50. Even Sullivan trap. Okay. Yeah. Drags real hard and then sits off. They have dogs, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, they have the pan tester, but I've never used one myself, but I've heard from some people that they are not always real accurate.
And you make sure she's asleep when you go to bed.
Yeah.
If she is, will you wake me up so I can go plug her tablet in?
Okay.
Or go
You
in
grab the grape out of the fridge.
juice or Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid.
Or go plug in her tablet for me.
Alright, Billingsley, I appreciate you coming in tonight. Hope you have a good night. Hope you have a great week. I'll see you on the next one. Toddles off. Pan tester worked great. Your Duke 850 broke it. Huh. So yeah, I've never used one personally. Most of the time I just set my trap and then I'll push down on the pan, let it go off, and I can usually tell if I like it or if it needs a little adjusting. Like I'm not, it doesn't have to be exact to me. Like ballpark is good enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm OCD on a lot of things, but there's a lot of things also that doesn't bother me. So you're gonna see if your reaction time is faster than 330. No. Use your thumb to set your pans. I'm gonna say most of the time I just set my trap and then pull down on my pan, and when it goes off I can usually tell if maybe it was a little lighter than I wanted or a little too heavy. So I'm not real picky. Jamie, I'll let you do that one. Steel rod and dumbbells. Yeah. Yes, I still drink Kool-Aid. Sugar-free Kool-Aid packs. That's what we drink most. I wrap my arm with a wood cast and stick it in one. Oh, come on. Do like Nick did. Somebody told him to stick his hand in a 330, so he did it. He left the safeties on, but he still did it. They never told him that he had to take the safeties off, so. But, I don't know. I think I'm going to be getting, I think I'm going to be coming down sick in the next day or two. But it is what it is. Even with the safeties they buy, they don't trust the safeties, so come on. You gotta have faith. So I need to redo the video. I made a video back in January. Set mine and safety flow off. Jamie, jeez. But I made a video back in January about once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna give away a dozen Duke 650s or 550s, whatever the winner wants. But so I need to do another video of that. Had your hand in several 330s and 280s. Did they all feel good? I think you won that one. Yeah. I don't think you did. I'm not to 1,000 subscribers yet. I need to do another video of to announcing it. Everyone, no. There's gonna be one winner. I couldn't afford to give away 1,000 650 dozen counts. There's no way. If I made the money like a lot of these YouTubers, I probably would. But every trap felt good. I see. They do. Sometimes you have an itch and then the trap will go off and it hits right there where you had that itch. And it's like, yes, that was fantastic. I have noticed that I have a couple like number one double long springs. Them have a little more of a pinch than like a number three or 650 do. Because they do real good at like, just to getting the tip of your skin rather than, the whole hand. Couldn't get my work guys to stick their hands in the number three. I'm training out and that's funny, Scout. I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny. You know what I mean? Hey, they make those body grip safeties, little metal clip thing with a spring on it. Bunch of limps. Well, there's so many people that think that when a trap goes off, it breaks the arm and snaps it, rips it off. I got on one of my YouTube shorts, somebody commented on there that I was very barbaric. I was like, I said barbaric. It's like, that's a new one. I haven't heard that one yet. Put your finger in a mouse trap a few days ago and then I hurt. Now, did you do it on purpose? Or was it an accident? I put my hand in the mouse trap just the other day. Don't know what I did with it. I thought it was in here. It's actually kind of fun. Yeah. I used to have a plastic one. I don't remember where it came from, but I literally used to just sit and the back of it you just push down and it's set. But I used to sit there and do that all the time. Just set it and stick my hand in it, set it, stick my hand in it. It hit perfect, removed a fingernail. That sucks. Yeah, when I got that 650 on my hand, it's the one that I did the video of, like I did it on purpose. But when I stick my hand in there, and it came up and it hit me, it hit all my knuckles right here. And it hit that knuckle before it hit anything else. That knuckle right there, it swelled up to like out here. Big old knot. And it was there for like 3 or 4 days. I'm a little weak. Break the edges. Every new trap you get. Caught a fish on hound. That's awesome. So the Victors 1 3/4 were those the first traps you had, Jamie? That's what your buddy gave you to start out with. That's awesome. And you said the Fisher was the first thing you ever caught? That one got me. You threw what away? And yes, that going off did make me jump. I was setting it down to go blow my nose, and as soon as I set it down, it went off. So was Victor the first, like, inventor of the mousetrap? Or was there another company that started it? Gray foxes? Hey, I jumped backwards on that. And what gets me on them, it's when they're just sitting there looking at you, and then like that, they're in the air growling at you. I don't need to get bit and then have to go get a rabies shot. I'll pass on getting a rabies shot. Oh, you threw away that plastic mousetrap? Is it because I wouldn't quit messing with it? Is that why you threw it away? No. What's everybody got planned for this week? Oh, Jamie, I was gonna tell you that bait that I did the video on a couple weeks ago, me grinding the meat up. So the name that I gave it was because of you. Uh, you kept telling me that you would take some of it and grill it up. So I named it Cookout, is what I named that bait. I know not very many people will get the name, but I do, and I think it's funny. Cookout. I guess I could have named it Jamie's Cookout, and then people wouldn't know that it was not me. They would just assume that it was me if it said Jamie's Cookout. Hawaiian pizza? No. I I wouldn't do that to a trapping bait. I wouldn't disrespect a good trapping bait like that. Broke it for playing with it? I don't know, probably. That's funny. Yeah. Have a fast food chain called Cookout. Is it good? Is it barbecue? I feel like a place called Cookout would be barbecue. Or like a hamburger place. I feel like it would be barbecue. A burger joint has Carolina barbecue. Pretty good. I don't know what it is, but stupid mouse traps. These plastic pans don't set very easy. Cookout is a burger place that my buddy 4Trips never got his food from. Really? In 4Trips he never got his food? Specialized in homemade milkshakes. 1887 British inventor James Henry Atkinson to be the first mousetrap. Is that something you knew, or did you look that up? I did see an old mousetrap from back in the day. It was a 22 revolver looking thing. It only shot one. It was a single shot, and they had like a pan in front of it with a string tied to it. That when something stepped on that pan, it pulled the trigger and then it shot the mouse. You looked it up? Yeah, but something to do with these plastic pans. They just don't sit very easy. Like the metal ones, they sit so much easier. I hate these stupid things. But it's like, I even tried to like rough it up. But it's like, this plastic pan is too slick. And it just slides right off that. I tried to rough this up a little bit and it just don't work. Let's see in North Carolina. I've never heard of a restaurant called Cookout or a fast food place or anything like that. I don't know. Scabs the pizza historian and the mouse historian. I seen something the other day of a guy. He collected mouse traps. He had like 8,000 different mouse traps. This thing's a piece of junk. I don't remember where I bought these, but I don't like them. I remember the first night I put them out, I had 6 of these. And it literally took me like over an hour to get them all set. The guy has a channel. The guy with the mouse traps. But these are designed to where you put like peanut butter on it. And you just put a blob on the pan and then wipe it off. And it fills all those holes full of peanut butter. To where they can't just grab it. They actually have to put pressure down on the pan to get it off. But the plastic is like, it's too slick or something. And it slides right off the metal dog or pen or whatever you want to call it. Went on the golf trips to Myrtle Beach. You went on golf trips? I think, Scab, was it you that said that you used to throw these, you and your sister used to throw these at each other? Older ones were better? Yeah. That's the metal ones that just have the little, just a little pan with the lip that comes off. To me, those set a million times easier than this thing. Because this plastic is just it's too smooth or something, and it just slides right off the dog or whatever. I've had a problem with the one near you. I've never really played golf. Me and my cousin played a little when I was younger, but I haven't played in a long time. Sister used to throw them at you. So what's everybody got planned for this week? I got a lot of things to get done this week. I don't know what all, but have somebody giving me some beaver. I gotta go pick them up and then get them taken care of. It happened to him at a different location. Out of the group of 10 people, he never got his food for whatever time. That's crazy. Either that or one of the other 10 people were just eating his food. When he told him a moment ago. See, we don't have any chance of rain. We just have hot, 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 hot. Work till Thursday and then fish. My wife's going to a church camp all week. And I'll be staying home making baits and lures and hot sauce and whatever else. Off the next few days. Awesome. I'll try to try to get quite a few baits and lures made up. That's what I need to do. Get a bunch of it made up and then kind of bottle as I go. Because the bottles are so expensive now that I can't really afford to, buy a whole bunch of them. So yeah, I wish it wasn't going to be so hot this week. I'm ready for the hot weather to go away. Although, for the first time in a long time, our gas station, in the next town, is at $3.99. I've not seen gas in $3 anything in a while. Alright, Ottercat. I appreciate you coming on. See you on the next one. Hope you have a good week. I'll probably be heading off here pretty soon. So, because it's, it's getting fairly late. But, yeah. So, not a fan of the plastic pans, but it is what it is. I know Scab likes that. Last time he said I was sending chills down his back. I'm gonna drive home, yeah. I think I'm gonna go ahead and head off here for the night. Said I won't be going live tomorrow because we have the fire meeting. So possibly Tuesday night. Just kind of depends on what goes on. But anyway, hope everybody has a good night. Thanks for coming in. Hope y'all have a good week as well. Hope you stay cool and I hope you stay dry. And I'll see you on the next one.